We're slowly getting there, though. And then we're going to get out there and watch him die. Probably. It would be just my luck after spending this much time. That being said, spending this time decreases the chance that they will die. Increases... Well, one thing I want to know. This is showing as 140. Now, normally, when it's orange, it means you can't go any higher. Realistically, based on these stats, I shouldn't even be out this high. Is that really going to be functioning at 140? Or is it going to be functioning somewhere down here? But we have 140. Aavak, what's your favorite food? Tasty food. No, wait. Yeah, no, I'm going to stick by my first answer. Tasty food. I had to be sure. It's a big question. He's maxing the skill tree as of now. Okay. Woodchopper. Infantry troops in the formation you're leading have their damage increased with 15% against shields. Strong grip. Infantry troops, two-handed weapons you wield have a 10% better at handling. We're going to go with Woodchopper. Infantry troops in the formation leading have increased spring speed, damage by 10% with two-handed axes and two-handed maces. Well, I'm probably going to give you a mace. Well, you've already got a mace, so let's go with maces. Head Basher. Baptized in Blood. All melee infantry troops in your party gain 5% more XP in battles, and party leader. Infantry troops are 20% cheaper to recruit. 30% chance to knock them down there. Yeah, I think we're going to go with this one. Beast Slayer. Increase your damage with two-handed weapons by 50% against mounts. Infantry troops in the formation you are leading have their damage increased by 10% against mounts. Or Shield Breaker. 40% more damage to shields. No, we'll go with against mounts. If you've been demounted, I want you to try and demount who's ever attacking you. Or dismount, rather. Increase the damage with two-handed weapons by 20% when you have less than half hit points. Garrison wages are reduced by 10 in Governed Town. Increase your damage with two-handed weapons by 15 when your hit points are above 90%. I'm not sure. I'm thinking... No, we're going to drop Governor wages. Howdy, Constant Toast. How are you doing, mate? Hopefully well. Dead Aim. Increase your headshot damage by 30%. Reduce accuracy penalty by moving. Well, you're going to mostly be mounted, so I'm going to take this. Yeah. Range swiftness. Decrease your reload movement penalty. Bodkin. Your attacks with bows ignore 10% of enemy armor. Bow-equipped troops in your formation ignore 5% of enemy armor. Yeah, we should have that. Rapid fire. Increase your bow reload speed by 25%. Troops in your formation increase their bow reload speed by 5. Required skill level 75. Increase your bow accuracy loss due to rotating. Sure, we'll go with that one. More accuracy for my troops. Merry Men. Increase your party size by 5 and governed settlements gain 0.5 militia a day. Or ranged troops in governed garrisons provide 20% more security. Let's go with the security. And obviously mounted accuracy is a big one for you. Crossbow. Your crossbow attacks ignore armor below 20. Aiming with your crossbow is 25% faster. We'll go with increase the morale of ranged troops. Increase crossbow damage. Troops under your formation gain 20% bonus crossbow damage. Reduced reload time. Ranged troops reload speed increased by 5%. Yeah. Donkey swiftness. Reduce accuracy penalty by moving by 30%. Troops in your formation use crossbows with plus 30% skill. Plus 30 skill. Increase headshot damage by 50% with crossbows. Troops in your formation deal 10% more damage against foot troops with crossbows. We'll go around that. All right, we're almost there. We've only got 4 to go. We're halfway there, chat. Still want me to continue? I'm not sure you can use crossbows while mounted. That's a fair point. Perks also give bonuses to other things, even if the weapon is not used. Yeah, no, we've definitely seen that, like garrison bonuses. Troops throwing weapons, drawing speed by 10. Deal 40% more damage against shields with throwing weapons. Troops in your formation deal 8% more damage against shields with throwing weapons. Let's go with the throwing weapons. Flexible fighter. Melee mode of thrown weapons you wield now deals 10% more damage. Infantry get plus 15% to all control skill. Ranged troops gain plus 15 to all vigor skills. Wow. Hunter. Deal 40% more damage against horses with thrown weapons. Troops in your formation deal more damage against mounts. Yes. Throwing weapons, projectile speed increased by 25%. Troops under your command increase their projectile speed. Decreased mounted accuracy penalty. Yes. Athletics. Increase your maximum hit points by 5. Foot troops in your party gain 5 hit points. And increase your movement speed by 10%. Foot troops, we're going to go with the hit points. Form-fitting armor. Decrease your armor weight by 30%. Tier 3 plus foot troops, your formation gain 10% movement speed. While on foot, your weapon handling is increased by 10%. Foot troop, we'll go with form-fitting armor. Having going. Slightly increase your persuasion chance. Increase party size. Or increase crafting stamina recovery rate and increase your prisoner size limit by 5. We'll go with this one. Increase party size. Charm. Icebreaker or diplomacy. I don't believe that diplomacy is actually... from what I was told, diplomacy isn't implemented yet. So, I think it's going to be icebreaker. Leafy, you making promises you can't keep. Don't trust that that deceiving plant over there. Yeah, diplomacy's not implemented, so it's icebreaker for us. Plus 1 renown for each issue or resolved, or 20% more renown from battles. 20% chance to avoid persuasion critical failures, or 10% better chance for double persuasion. Let's try to avoid persuasion critical failures. Charm is one that really only benefits you in a personal way. So this is probably one of the ones that really doesn't actually help. I mean, Governor over there maybe, but right now we're only going through personal. Increase relationship gain with opposite gender. Increase relationship gain with the same gender. In bloom or... young and respect. We'll go with young and respect. Finally, leadership. Plus 2 EXP per day to all troops in party. Increase recruit levels of units of the same culture with you from NPCs. 4 EXP per day to 1 to 2 troops. Each troop in the garrison gain... I think raise the meek would be a better one, since that will improve garrison troops. Additional 8 morale at the beginning of battle when you're defending. Increase the rate of recruiting tier 4, 5, and 6 prisoners by 50%. Increase the rate of recruiting 1, 2, 3 prisoners by 50%. Let's go for the high tier. Well, actually, we're mostly going to be going against bandits. So, when as a caravaneer, you're not going to be attacking. It's going to be defending. So, defending is going to be. And as a governor, that's going to be the case as well. Authority. Town garrison is 20% more effective for security. Increase the party size limit. Or plus 1 town loyalty per day. And troops in your formation cause 10% more morale penalty when they kill an enemy. Yes. Heroic leader. Sounds amazing. Wow. They are making good progress on the skill tree at the moment, chat. JSN. Most skills at this point are implemented, or at least partially so. There are very few that are fully unimplemented in the game. which is a massive improvement over where it was a good while ago. Remember, the game is actually in early access, although it looks really good. It is an early access game. Tier 3 troops under your command ignore retreat due to low morale. Oh, they fight until they die. Oh. Increase renown gain from battles by 50%. Recruited troops start with a bonus experience of 200. I think loyalty and honor. That is very nice. Increase party size by 5. Heroes generate shared experience, or increase 5 security in towns per day while waiting. Remove morale penalty for recruiting prisoners to your faction. Wow, okay, presents. I guess I'll take that. And there we go. Our brother is now done. We are now done. No more things are needed to take. We are indeed done. Dusted. Finished. Whew. Wow. Took a while. What we want to do now is make sure that he's properly equipped. Because watching him die immediately would make me sad. You have a Battanian pony, you've got a decent shield, and a nice club. What's the reach on this? Length is 69. I will allow you to keep it only because you're so much better than with weapons than I am, but damn it! Oh well. Right, party-wise, we need to set up our troops. Now, do I want... See, Niacen is honestly built for mounted combat. But, that being said, it's still one of the most powerful units we have. I'm going to have you leading Group 1. Imler, you're going to be leading... I really would like these to be changed in name. Mark these as my heavy infantry. Imler of the Wronged, you're leading the Battanian Warrior, Volunteers, the Battanian Clan Warrior. And... honestly, you kind of need to be up there as well, for now. Melia, the Accursed, I would like you to be with the ranged. That way I can give them control. Man, this playthrough really makes me want to boot this game up again. We'll have to settle to living vicariously through Aavak for now. Stupid carpal tunnel. Oh, I'm sorry, Liquid. Well, I hope you enjoy this stream, though. I hope this is scratching the itch for you, even by proxy. I missed this chat. I haven't called a stream in ages. Hey, Milky Crown, how you doing, mate? I've never messed with groups. I always charge in, full force, full tilt, all the time. Ah, that's a completely valid strategy, to be fair. Right, okay. We've got some sort of... is there an arena going on? Is there a... No, there's nothing going on there. Let's take a walk around the town centre. There's nothing wrong with a good old Zergrach, no. Not at all. I'll be honest, I'm more of an archer. A heavy fighter. Oh, hello. You coming with me? Does it just decide that someone is coming with me then, I guess? Does anyone here have a quest for me? Not really. Now, one of the things I don't know how to manage, and I do sincerely need some help with this, chap. The life of a mercenary is rather, let's say, hand to mouth. Money doesn't flow quickly. I'm loving this atmosphere. And again, although this town is, you know, there's probably a market somewhere. setup. Let's go in that direction. This is the town that we would be fighting in if we decided to attack. Or we were defending it. Peasants wouldn't be out and about, and market areas would be all closed down, so all these stalls, all these peasants over here, they wouldn't be there, they'd have scarpered. But this fort, as it stands, would be the fort that we were attacking. So it is absolutely possible for you to, if it's possible for you to get into a town ahead of having to siege it, you can scout out the defenses. You can have a look. See how it's built. I wonder if that's actually fully implemented. I wonder if there is a disguise mechanic for doing that. That would actually be amazing. It's too pretty to have a battle. I know, right, Lady Sheila? But picture this. Picture this. This almost monochromatic setting here. Twilight. The failing light of dusk, or perhaps dawn. Let's go with dusk, so the lighting is more cold to fit this these frozen norths. It's white everywhere. There's almost no color, really, except for the tabards floating on the breeze, and then an arrow out of nowhere, just a whistle through the air on the wind, if you like, and then a choked gasp. You look to the side, a splash of red. Come on, don't tell me that wouldn't. That is an even if it was yours. That is stirring the romantic poet in me right now. No color anywhere but for the droplets of blood. Ah. You're getting me excited, Aavak. Calm yourselves, calm yourselves. These are my people. I'm not going to be besieging their castles anytime soon. Aavak just described 80% of medieval-based movies. Really? I clearly need to watch more medieval-based movies. My lord, they sound amazing. But my question, for those of you who are knowledgeable in the ways of this game, also thank you very much to Goose. Caravans, how they work. How make caravan make money? How much money need make caravan? How long caravan make money back? How long after caravan make profit? How mechanic caravan? Is there a mod that lets you play as a goose and bring death and destruction to all? Okay, right, I'm going to just call this right now. The modding scene for Bannerlord, it is there, and it is healthy. It is healthy. It is young, however. The modding scene for Warband probably already has a mod that lets you play Mountain Blade Warband, that is Mountain Blade 1, as a goose, and to lay foul apocalypse upon all these pesky humans. So, in short, I strongly suspect that you could, yes. It's just whether that is already. Talk to a merchant in the city. It costs 15,000 to get one started, 22,500 for a stronger caravan. Caravan is around 15k and takes a few weeks to earn money, if I remember correctly. Takes a while to turn a profit, though. Okay, so I'm seeing lots of different numbers here. Most of them are in agreement that it's 15,000, though, not 1,500. Stefan Ashen. Sorry, it's probably Stefan Allen. Sorry, Welsh double L's. 1,500 never and never. I mean, never and never, maybe. So if you lay siege to this place, does it become yours? Yes and no. If you lay siege to the place as an independent faction, yes, it becomes yours. If you lay siege to the place as part of another faction, working as a mercenary for them, or as one of the knights of that faction, then if it's mercenary, no, never. If one of the knights of that faction, then if the king decides to give it to you, yes. I always stick to buying shops. Let the coin flow through that way. See, the question is, do I... Oh, right. See, I thought that I'd be able to form a caravan, like have my brother run a caravan for me. I would give him a bunch of troops and, be on his merry way making money. Is it different then from that? Do I like say, oh yeah, form a caravan and I'm basically hiring mercenaries to run a caravan for me? Yeah, from what I recall, right when the game first started, shops were utterly broken. They made the game pointlessly easy. The moment you had enough money to buy a shop, you bought a shop, and then all of a sudden money was absolutely inconsequential to you forever and ever and ever. And yes, these forts are fully realized, by the way, and that is true when you're fighting them too. You can go everywhere. I don't think they tend to stop you, but oh my lord, I used to make models like this when I was a kid. I used to get all kinds of crafts. Like I would entertain, like if I was staying at my grandparents', my my youngest cousin, well, she was much older than me, but she would get me like craft sets, and it was basically just crafting materials, really, cardboard, glue, and things, and little like acrylic paints, and I would make model castles for like an entire weekend. I would be in my element. And this honestly reminds me of pretty much all of the model castles that I made, actually. I had a style, okay? It didn't help that I could literally look out the window and see a castle. So, I had a style that was highly realistic, but lacked quite any kind of variance. It was always like a Welsh castle, always. Right, so I have my brother lead the caravan, but I spend money for the mercs, so I can't send my own men. That's a shame. Yeah, the villages and towns in Bannerlord 2 are absolutely out of this world detailed. They're so good. So good. Can I get up there at all? No, I can't get over there. Now, the other interesting thing is I'm fairly certain that when you siege a city, you may bring siege weapons. And, that might be siege towers, in which case you're not really going to deform the city too much. But if you're bringing trebuchets and catapults, then you're probably going to be bashing holes in the walls to enter rather than having to go through the front door. That will persist until it's fixed. Then I'm fairly certain that when you enter the city, then it's like, yeah, there's a ruddy, great, massive hole in the side of the city. Why did you break it if you were just going to take it over? That's like stealing the vase that you smashed on the ground. It's called a second gate. I'm remodeling. I'm not breaking the town, I'm remodeling. Redesigning the entry points. But yeah, there'll be shops all over the place, little bits and bobs. The city is to some degrees alive. And there is an economy in the game. Buy a lot of things from one place, the price in that place for that thing will go up and the supply will go down. Sell a lot of a certain thing in another place, the price of that good will go down and the supply of that good in that place will go up drastically. So for those of you saying that you've bought shops and it takes an enormous amount of time to ever make any money or it never really seems to improve, did you buy a shop? Have you set up a shop that is necessarily going to be useful in that place? I noticed someone saying they made a brewery. Is that brewery actually being supplied by grain? Are there towns nearby that are growing grain and selling it to that trade hub? Because if they're not, That brewery isn't making very much beer. And that's why you're not making much money with it. Because they're not making much to sell. You've got to consider these things. You've definitely got to consider these things. Thank you so much for the cheer this week, Orange Bunny. I think I'm done going through the CDDA item browser for now. And I'm now going to watch the stream proper. Before I finish playing it today, I looted a library and wanted to know what fun things I could now craft. If it wasn't for the fragile tag and the relatively slow attack speed, I would have been tempted to aim for a combat chainsaw, which would then tempt me to try and go full combat chainsaw, really. Is it a chainsaw on a pole? Tell me true. Were you looking at crafting a chainsaw pole arm? Because that's what a combat chainsaw sounds like to me. But yeah, you absolutely need to take care of supply and demand. If you're making a thing that your region already has loads of other cities making, you're going to be competing with them to fill an ever decreasing demand. You're going to end up with just loads of stock and nothing to do with it. But you could... Like, I'm not sure if those materials are available for you to pick up and then take away somewhere. You know what? Let's go to the let's go find the tavern in here. But I'm not sure if you can take that stuff out of your workshop, or if you have to buy it from your workshop. I think you may have to buy it, but you're effectively buying it at cost at that point. And then you could transport it yourself to some faraway location. Wood workshop. Where's the library? Clearing. Lifris, the Cooper. I want the tavern. That's not a tavern. That's a place that makes... I mean, that looks like a winery, but it doesn't... I'm not sure. I don't think it's a tavern. I think that is probably the tavern up there. Though most of these look more like they are... Most of these look like they're shops rather than anything else. Also, people are waking up. I'm starting to hear more sounds around the town. I'm not sure if that's coming across on stream or not. The general hubbub of the town. You can tell the shop manager to store it for you, Aavak, but you still pay the production cost. Then you can take it like a normal item. Oh, well, in that case, then, you become the caravan. It may be producing it in an area where it doesn't sell. All that means is you're not going to automatically make the money. There's going to be some degree of you having to ship it around. But you might make a lot more doing it that way, especially if you can kind of corner the market. If you're producing something that is realistically only going to be produced in a specific region, and then you're taking it to another region to sell, expect to make cash. No, I'm actually not seeing a tavern. How weird. Oh, well. I personally like going for a shop first. A bit of wipe-proof passive income would help smooth things up. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, there is going to be a tavern district, isn't there? Let's visit the tavern. But having a shop, you're going to have a slower but much more steady income versus having a caravan. It's going to be spikes of income. Higher yield, more risk though, because, you know, unless the city gets sieged, you don't have to worry about your shop going under. But a caravan is going to be sieged all the time. Now, yeah, this is a tavern I really like. There was an old tavern in one of the villages next to the one I grew up in called the Forge. Because it was one before it became a tavern. It's kind of squirreled away. Only the locals really knew about it, or generally only the locals that really went there for that reason alone. But it was behind loads of hedges, and you had like the path. It was the last turn off because the road up to that town basically went up a mountain, and there was no walk path, there was no pedestrian path there. It was just a road, but coming out of the town, you know, once you enter the kind of town limits, it was a fairly small town, you know, you started to get pavements. Walking out of the town along this pavement, that there was no houses, it was just a pavement that went for a little way until it stopped, and then it was just road. If you walked along there was like a little kind of turning in the wall, because where they kind of built a stone wall up against the mountain, because that was the mountain that town was built for. Was one of the quarries that supplied the stone that built the castle in the town where I lived. And that village that turned into a town was literally there to harvest the rock from the quarry. So this wall was just built up against the mountain, and eventually the wall just turned into the mountain. But there was like a little, almost like a depression in the wall, and it was actually a walkway. But it was overgrown with vines, and most people, just didn't bother. You just peeled them aside. You didn't cut them away. You just walk up there, have this really rickety old set of like flagstone steps, and wild flowers everywhere, and then you'd end up at the forge. It was a fantastic little pub. Super, super wonderful it was. Though the owner would take no nonsense from anyone. Proper old school tavern keep. Like, seriously, did not give a shit. Did not care. If he just didn't like the look of you, you were out. There's no question of it. It was proper old school, yeah. Aavak, I stayed awake as long as I could, but I have to go now. Thanks for the stories. I'll take care, Sheila. No star. Right, okay, we're gonna play a game, then we're gonna get to actual Bannerlording, I think. My lord. I can imagine the VODs now. People can it's been 2 videos. You should be talking about poetry and castles, my lord. It's true. Okay, so let's play. I'd like to change difficulty though. Let's go for easy. I'm ready to offer you easy challenge and a friendly game. Can I change the amount we're betting? Unfortunately, I only allow betting when I'm playing at my best. Alright then. Sure, I'll play at the hardest level. Let's pop down 100 dinars. Looks good, let's play. I'm going to play as the sheeples. Let's begin. Right. Donk. I'm quickly going to try and protect myself in this location. If I can. No. Ah, poop. You can't go that way, so I'm fine. Oh, poop. I completely missed that, actually. I'm not fine. That is a lie. Now that is in danger, so I need to pop one down there. Let's control this wall if I can. Now if I pop something in here, and you move up there, I'm going to have 2 areas that I need to defend. So let's not do that. Let's instead pop this here. And I'm going to continue to place on the sheep. Now, I've already lost a piece, so that's going to make this increasingly more difficult. It would have been much better for me if I hadn't lost that piece. Rather, obviously, but... let's continue to try and build up along the safest areas and corner the wolves. Now, having lost a piece, I have made this much harder. Without a full herd of sheep, it's going to be increasingly difficult to get these bloody wolves to keep in line. I now have to move. There are only a couple of places that I can do that. Now, what we need to pay attention to is the lines that they can move in. So they can't move that way. So that is generally safe for me. I can't move up there, though. If I move here, I'm safe from any kind of attack. However, you can now attack up in that direction. If I move to the side, here, you've moved down. Now, if I were to move across, I would allow you to move up there, which is not what I want you to do. If I moved this across, then I'd be jumped. If I moved up there, I couldn't be jumped, but you could slide across in that direction. But I can't move there because I haven't got a line. All right, well, I'm going to have to move in this direction then. Ah, poop. Should have gone that way instead. Okay, now it's getting harder. Because I don't think I can jump the... I can't kill wolves with sheep. That's not how this works. I have to try and corner the wolves. Well, you can take that piece, which means I need to move into a position where I can protect. If I move there, then nothing can be taken. Oh, wait, no. What a derp. Yeah, I think we've basically already lost this game, but... Now, this tile is unprotected. This one is unprotected. This one is unprotected. No matter what I do, we're going to lose a sheep here. However... Yeah, I think we're just going to forfeit this one. So that's all the time setting up. Immediately starts playing Gwent. Yeah, pretty much. Now you can keep the 100 dinner. Thank you very much for the game, though. Right, okay, time for us to make a go of things and actually leave the town, I think, and actually get down to the fighting. Prediction result. No. Bilal, you set up a prediction. How dare you? Yeah, I know. Rip believers. I made a couple of early mistakes. I'm still very new to the game. I think the first time I ever played that was yesterday, in fact. On easy as well. Ah, simple beds for a simpler time. This is actually quite detailed up here, though. All right, let's head out. Where are we going and what are we doing is the question. I don't believe we've got any immediate quests, so I would say if there's no tournament going on, that we head out. Like, that is confusing me. The exclamation mark. I was constantly expecting to see someone in there. How fast are we moving as a group? 47. That's not great. Ooh, some looters over there. Now, how fast are they going to be able to move once they start moving? 4.4. Okay. We'll easily catch them, especially if they enter the forest, because we have a 20% speed boost in a forest. Or rather, we have 20% less penalty in a forest. We need to have frequent predictions, by the way, chat, so that people have a chance to earn back some of their dapper ducats. We need this to happen. Okay. Mess with us and we'll sell our lives dearly. I don't care, Brigand. Surrender or die. There's 9 of you versus 26 of me. We'll attack. I'm going to experiment with telling my troops to do their own thing.
Infantry! Everyone! Footmen! Troops! Everyone!
Why?
Troops!
Huh.
Footmen!
I don't quite understand why...
Move!
3 select
Soldiers!
everyone.
Infantry! Forward! Everyone! Soldiers!
Huh. Weird. Shield wall, please.
Shield wall!
Okay, get in there. I wonder why number 3 selected everyone instead of... Yeah, a keybind issue there, I think. They're 1, 2, and 6 because they're heavy infantry, of course. Of course, they are heavy infantry now. Okay. Really? You really saying we've been blessed, considering? Also, the weather affects your troops. So your archer's going to be much worse at fighting if they are at nighttime or there's inclement weather like heavy snow, etc., etc. Clutch victory, I know. I know. If it weren't for my brother in this battle, I would have gone down. Absolutely. Well, to be fair, I actually much prefer taking prisoners than I do, you know, having to just leave corpses rotting on the battlefield. If I have the opportunity to take a prisoner, I absolutely will. Also, look at it. I'm no longer a witch, chat. It's as if they heard my pleas from the last stream. My cloak will no longer phase shift through my shield. My witchery days are behind me. I will no longer be persecuted in the towns. I'm focusing on maces myself. Okay, you managed to get 5 points in your bowmanship. Well done. We still did take a prisoner, though. Yoink. And yoink. We are absolutely going to run you down. It's time. This time we're here to fight. Surrender or die. Okay, 6.
Infantry!
Yeah, thank you.
Footmen!
I would like you to advance.
Onward! Infantry
Actually, no.
forward!
Archers pull back. I want my infantry in the shield wall.
Form a shield wall!
I would like them. Is there a way to select 2 groups?
Infantry! Dismount! Footmen! Raise your shields!
Oh, really? Okay, well, you go ahead and slay them.
Infantry!
Go ahead and mount, I guess.
Forces! Infantry! Attack!
Honestly, I can just stand here and shout orders all day and I'll get skill in my tactics. Hold shift while pressing the number, really?
Infantry! Footmen!
Nope.
Footmen! Infantry!
That is not how you do it. Maybe control?
Infantry! Infantry! Soldiers!
Nope.
Footmen! Footmen! Infantry!
Nope. So it's neither shift control nor alt. Yeah, infantry dismount. Yeah, fair. But yeah. It used to be that you could do all sorts of interesting stuff.
Sergeants in charge!
We'll delegate to...
Footmen! Sergeants, take command!
Battalion Oath Sworn. Got 2 kills. 3 managed to get away. But yeah, I wonder if there is a way for us to do that, though. Because that would make combat so much better. If I could select multiple groups and give a couple of orders at the same time. Either that or slow down time. Is there a way to slow down time? Pause time. Okay. Oh, that's on the campaign map. No. Photo mode. Orders menu. Select order. View orders. Select orders. Select order return. Select everyone. Group 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 8. Toggle 1. Walk run. No, it doesn't look like that's going to be an option for us yet. Sadly. Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't add multi-select, but that's fine. Is there a way to rename these parties, though? Is there a way to rename a group? Because I would love to have infantry, heavy infantry ranged, rather than have them all spread out like that.